Putting music on when you start your day is just like, I feel like it's a necessity to just like get the vibes going, you know? I found this song yesterday. It was like on TikTok. It's called Sketches. I think it's like a meme song, but then Tiger got involved and did a remix. Light up, Sketches. I never had light up shoes. It's one thing growing up I didn't have, but I wish I did. I am appreciating being home. One of the lights just came on. One of the ones that's out in the kitchen just turned back on. And it was as I was saying I was appreciating being home. My traps are sore from yesterday. That is a hefty scoop. I said it to Jazz yesterday when we got back. I'm like, what I really appreciate about being home is the thickness of the toilet paper. When you're traveling, it's like tracing paper, isn't it? Like in the airports or like most hotels, they haven't got that decent ply. Now I have to find a lid. Just want to send it. We got big pulls. What I like about this Athlete pre-workout is that it has less caffeine, 165 milligrams, but it still has a load of beta-alanine to get me tingling and ready to get mingling with the barbell. What's going on, team? Welcome to Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Tuesday, 28th of November. Ready, ready, ready. Oh yes, British air. British, cool, crisp air. Also, I'll show you a quick update of my office. Now that my lungs are full of rich, like actually smells of beans. Look at that. The blind is up. Don't ask how long it took myself and my dad and how many holes we drilled. You can't see them anymore, but we now have a fully functioning blind. There are still blinds for the other rooms, but this one took long enough. Also, look at this. Whilst I was away, Kansas City Chiefs helmet. It's going to go on like a shelf somewhere. It's going to be like an office thing. Going to put it on a spinny plate so it can keep spinning. I feel like when you're in your office, better lighting this way. Yeah, sick. I think it's about vibes and the Pat Mahomes vibes from watching Quarterback on Netflix. I just think he's a cool dude, and when you see him on Instagram, he's wearing like the suits, you know? And if you put something up in your office that, like, if you look at it, you get that feeling of that kind of vibe, that's the most important part. Also, look at this. We framed it. 2018. It was when we were first trying to figure out the website for Hustle, and I just did like a small sketch and my dad framed it for me. Or it was Jazz's mum, one of the two. Whichever one it was, very nice of them, because now every time I look at it, it makes me smile. Website looks nothing like that. Also, another thing that we picked up when we were away, this is cool, when we were in the Red Bull like paddock thing that they kindly looked after us with. You could get these hats, and these hats you could only get in there, and they were like limited to that weekend only, like the black and the gold. And so I was like, I have to get one for the shelf as well, you know? Yeah, I hear you. I saw a lot of people be like, but aren't you a Mercedes fan? Yes, I am a Mercedes fan, but these guys are crushing it. And they invited us into the paddock, and if I said no because I'm a Mercedes fan, that is an opportunity. Like, I'm a racing fan. Like, just because you support a team doesn't mean that you should not go and see the other team's dressing room, you know? Also, I feel like I'm becoming more of a Lando Norris fan.
Maria Carey. What is that? All I want for Christmas is you. Maria Carey. How do you call her?
He's just a whole vibe, and I've said vibe too many times. All right, let's go to the gym. Hola.
Hello.
Oh, you got your sippy cup from America?
Nice.
Works, it works.
Yes, it's pretty and sparkly.
All right, Black Friday. Some of the products went on launch from Hustle.
I just wish that people could like feel it through the screen, you know? Because we genuinely worked so hard on these products. Like this is one of the jumpers. And they're just so, are we wearing the same?
Apparently, I saw this the other day. They are coming up with a TV that you can Like, that it's in the works. You'll be able to smell what's going on.
I think it depends what you're watching
Yeah.
as to whether that's a good idea or not. Can you hurry up?
But what I wanted to say was that we didn't launch the European site. That's launching this Friday because
We have so many issues with customs. I
customs.
think it's like ever since Brexit, it's just a nightmare.
Jazz has been hard at work.
I have. I'm like an elf. I am elf.
I am elf. And also now Jazz
Referred to me as
seems to
Buddy.
be fluent at Polish.
Elf.
Jazz kept getting
Elvish. Oh, Polish from
the customs forms through in Polish because like it's what they're doing, and then it's when we tell you running a business isn't as simple as buying clothes like and just being like, yeah, that's what's right. There's so much more that you just don't think about. There is not a cloud in the sky. Eh?
Lovely.
That's a good omen. 3 degrees and a big chance of gains.
You are driving so slow. It's 40 miles an hour. You're doing 30. Come on. You've got a queue behind you. Tracy,
I'm going to put you
too
in the
busy
back.
talking.
If this was an Uber, I'd give you a 1 star. As a terrible, mouthy passenger.
We'll drive better then. We've arrived finally.
Get off the sneakers app.
It gave me a notification.
Girl maths. It's free. It's practically free. Absolute animal on the bike. Look at him. Full effort.
And he's done.
And he's done.
Good.
I've just cleared the top of this block and you've just put your stuff on it.
What are you going to do with one side of the blocks?
Sorry?
What are you going to do with one side of the blocks?
Deficit pulls. Look at this. 3 inches. 3-inch deficit. Oh no, the end of it's stuck underneath. When I looked at that, I definitely said 2 inches, so Liam made a joke. He said we should definitely give ourselves more credit. Alright, so why deficit? Deficit is like, for me, if something feels heavy from the floor, right? Like it usually does in weightlifting when you're going to build up for the day. You pull it off the floor, you go, ah, crap, that's heavy. Why I like deficit is because you're elongating the pull. And so then when you come back into doing a normal range of motion, think about it as a range of motion, right? So like usually when you're, say, doing a leg extension, you're probably strongest of that leg extension in the middle of the range of motion. You know, like a joint range of motion, okay? So like if you're here in the squat, you're probably not gonna be in the strongest position to stand up, but you'll probably have more power in that mid-range. When you're elongating the pull, it's a longer range of motion. So then when you come back to doing a normal range of motion snatch from the floor without the 3 inches extra deficit, you're going to be stronger in that position. It's going to feel lighter. 2 things with weightlifting, strength and positioning. This is going to work both. Today's session's quite nice. I've just written it down. It's not a lot of reps. It's pretty, again, you know, like, might be a little bit boring for the next few weeks, but we're just kind of flowing back into it. Going through the movements, making sure we move well, making sure the body builds up its tolerance gradually.
Trying to make me do exercise.
He's trying to make you do exercise, eh? So pulls today, we've got the deficit snatch pulls, only 3 sets. And then snatch grip deadlifts, only 3 sets again. That was so British thing to say that. Oh, it's a cold one today. Bloomin' freezing out there. He'll be at FitFest, yes. Also, quickly, I just want to say the load on the lower back of this is a lot. So when you're starting with this, or you're thinking of doing this, start light, build up the tolerance. Forward, drive the legs. Boom. Josh Bridges' spit came out then. Same thing, just without the big extension at the top. Get the oxygen in, man. You're doing a lot of talking this morning. All right, let me talk to you about straps. Like, I don't really use straps for anything other than pulls. I feel like I like building my grip. Others, especially in the weightlifting space, will say use it for more complexy stuff, use it for snatch complexes and whatever. Never use it for cleans. These are what I'm talking about. I just really like them for pulls. And if you PR with straps, it's not a PR. We had this conversation with Fraser and Zach Tallender. He thinks that you should count the PR with straps. I think the complete opposite. They do add an element of easiness. Like, it does make the lift slightly easier. But yeah, I always use them for pulls. Not super tight, just tight enough that if you pull, it pulls down on your wrist too. Top set, 120 kilos for 3. Smooth. Nice. Come on, Liam, get your block out. Get your block out for the fans. It's not Christmas season, it's getting strong season.
Santa Swell season.
In the background of this next portion, you're going to see the hotel workout. The 10 dumbbell bench, 10 rows, 10 rounds. That's from the Vegas vlog if you missed it. About 50% of your max dumbbell bench press. Crush it, get the sickest pump. All right, now just some block power stuff. I am British, innit? Cup of tea, yes? Please. This just gets the power in that second phase of the pull. Is the bar doesn't leave my thigh. I'll drive and keep my feet flat and I'll come up. It's like if I was going to jump, okay? So like if I was going to stand here, I'll show you athleticism. If I was going to stand here, jump. You stay flat-footed until that bit here and then you extend. Same thing but with the barbell. First round done. Absolute animal. How fast was that? And I start with my shoulders over the bar because that's where you'll be as you come past the knee. F1 in me, that. The F1. All right, top set of 3.
Set 9 and 10 should be back to back.
102 and a half. 100.
One row to go, drop it.
I don't really want to film you lot because you beat my time, so. Good workout? Oh, gee, is that Arnold?
I can't do this one.
You don't need, what? That, he's just, I love that. I love that. I definitely can't do this one.
Someone needs to teach me.
Someone teach me.
Help me.
Just adding that jerk on the end. That's not programmed in. Just the jerk a lot is about timing, and I feel like I still need to drill a lot of timing with it. So whilst the weights are light and nice, the more jerks I can do,
Really brown.
the better. Yeah, we had to turn around for the tumbleweed. Of course we did. You don't see a tumbleweed in the UK, do you?
No.
And you only see them on movies, so when you see one, it's like seeing a celebrity.
Yeah.
Last set, 125 kilos. Make it look smooth, and we good to go. I would argue this is the most daily aesthetic exercise that you can do. Now look, so when you wear a t-shirt you can't see your muscles, can you? Like you can see that maybe you're built, but you can always see the forearms. So let me tell you, bulletproof your wrists, and also, even if your forearms are massive and the rest of you are small, people still think you lift.
The Podium website through like their international, their country tab. So we're really excited about being able to bring this guest experience, the Podium guest experience, by doing this ourselves, essentially. Paul will be able to give more specific updates, but right now our estimated timeline of launch is December 11th, so that week.
Will they be able to get it for Christmas if we launch on the 11th? Are we fingers crossing?
Yes. Yeah, it should be.
Cool.
Yeah, the ship dates into all that will run in through our main site. So people, as they're shopping per IP address or location, it'll just bring them to the UK EU site.
Oh, perfect. So when they just go on the normal 321 Podium website, it will take them to the EU and UK website.
If they're in that location, yeah. If they're in the UK, they'll go on. It should bring them straight to the street.
That is amazing.